It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Let it go. It's a lifestyle. Let it go. Yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tava lifestyle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tava lifestyle. We gon' let it sway forever, not just right now. We gon' let it sway forever. It's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tava lifestyle. Got me feeling like I will live forever. No, they dying, but it still ain't no pressure. It's an art, like a ship, it's a vessel. We rising to another level. No, we move with purpose, life is great now. Yeah, maybe I deserve it, feel like Tank now. Put some millions in my bank now. Changing lives up every day now. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let it sway forever, not just right now. We gon' let it sway forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
I take a trip up to the island, have a lifestyle. I spend the cash and get it back, I mean it right now. Ooh, the stuff that come with type of lifestyle. Ooh, I fell in love with type of lifestyle. We gon' get it, lose the weight, and then we flex up. And they been hating on us just cause we was next up. Ooh, that's my lifestyle. Oh, I'm young and living wealthy, type of lifestyle.
Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let it sway forever, not just right now. We gon' let it sway forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
The song was not finished. I was jamming, and she cut it off on my favorite part, which is the end. Good morning, Tava Nation. Good morning. It's Kevin Harris out of Atlanta, Georgia. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Let's see who we have on here this morning. Lakeisha, Thomas, Ray. Man, the boot got on here early. Baton Rouge got on here early. You all must have done some kind of training yesterday to say make sure that you're on the Saturday morning training, because I see Louisiana, the Baton Rouge area, they are all on here. So welcome everyone. Daphne Jordan, Lisa Dover, B. Ramirez, Misha Green, Sabrina White. Happy Saturday. Hey, Krishan, how are you? Hey, Chiquita Richardson, Adisha Dover. All right, the Dovers are on here. Lisa Dover. Look at all that, the Dovers. It must be a family affair. Dawn Fields. Hey, Virginia representing. What's up, Rod, man? I see you. All right. Who else is on here today? So make sure that you tag your teams. Make sure everybody gets on here. This is the Saturday morning training. Make sure you have pen and paper ready. Just like every single Saturday, make sure you come prepared. Just don't come to listen. Come prepared so you can take notes, so you can implement everything that's about to be discussed and trained on here today. All right. What's up, Sean, Tyrone, Bell, Jessica Hill? What's up, Jessica? How are you? Jakinia Lawrence. All right. Bliss Young, Robin Owens. Good morning. I see new names on here. Listen, hey, we are having a good start of November. All the enrollments are coming in. Congratulations to everybody who's enrolled 3 or more people thus far on the complete pack. So if you don't know, now you know what's going on. We have a November promotion where when you enroll with the complete pack, normally that bonus is $50, but we decided to double it for the month of November. So we've had several people to hit it. Some people are close. Some people have enrolled 1. Some people have enrolled 2. Some have enrolled 3. But congratulations to those that have enrolled 3 or more thus far. Tracy Walker, Bromley out of Jamaica, and I believe we had Kenya on yesterday that were featured in the newsletter. So congrats to them. But the question that I have, who's going to be next? Who's going to be next? Because you have to get on these trainings See what they're doing. They are following the system that we have been teaching here corporately by myself, Lachelle Pierre, Mr. Lloyd. So make sure that everybody's getting on these trainings so they can take their business to the next level, so we can have you recognition too. Hey, Tedra Gordon, congratulations. I saw you. You were on the newsletter yesterday. You were the top recruiter. Congratulations to you. And Tiana Christian, congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of our retailers, top retailers for last week, and also our top earners in the newsletter. So make sure you all are checking out the newsletter every single Friday. It goes out, and see, that's what we talk about. You have to be able to celebrate the success of others, because you too will be celebrated when it's your turn. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started here this morning. Who's fired up for the Saturday morning training? Lachelle, am I leaving anything out before we hop into this training? I know you will send me a text message or something of that sort, but Lachelle said we're going to go back and kick it old school style. So what did you all think about the Tava Lifestyle song this morning? I believe that was our first song. Is that right, Lachelle? That was a very, very first song. I should have saved that for something to give away, but too late right now. So maybe I'll come back and ask later what was the very first theme song that we had here at Tava. All right. Marguerite Faison, what's going on? Tammy Clark. All right. So Monica Ross. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm super excited this morning because these trainings, as you know, we see corporately, they have been working because you guys have plugged your people in and you're plugging into the system. We say we're just going to get back to the basics, and we have. And so we started this month, and so we're seeing people that come in on a 120 Smart Ship. For all of you all who are not familiar with the Wealth Builders program, let me just talk about it before we get started. To be a wealth builder here at Tava, what that means, you come in with a $120 what we call Smart Ship. That's all 4 of our products here at Tava. And why is that important? So first of all, you need them for personal consumption. You need to know how the product is going to make you feel. How does the product taste? And but we have rewards here that we give people to be on the 120 Smart Ship. The first thing that we have, anytime that we run a promotion, most of you all that are here are familiar that we run several promotions here at Tava throughout the month. Sometime. Okay, we've gotten away from the BOGOs, but you saw one last month. But you have to be a wealth builder in order to get the promotion. Also, when we drop new product, like we dropped our sample packs of our Ballet 30 samples. And speaking of our Ballet 30 sample packs, these are in the back office right now for reorder only for distributors. So when we dropped this last month, at the end of last month, you had to be a wealth builder to actually get it, because we only released it for a day. But right now they are available in the back office. So make sure that you become a wealth builder. Also, when we have corporate events, you're first. You're first in line to enter the event. You're first in line to get at our swag store. So there are a lot of benefits that have becoming a wealth builder has. So make sure if you're brand spanking new, make sure that you get with the person who enroll you so they can put you down as a wealth builder. Because when these things are released this month, you have to be a wealth builder in order to get them. I'm not going to spill the beans on here today. There's some other things that, we're doing with the Wealth Builders program. So you have to stay tuned. It's going to pick up for the month of December. If I were you guys, I would become a wealth builder today within the next 5 minutes, because once this drops in December, you're going to wish that you have been on here. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm super excited. Make sure you pull out pen and paper and take some notes and implement these notes of the things that we're about to go over here today. And so let's go, Lachelle. Let's buckle up. Let's get it started. Yes. There's sign language going on behind the scenes here. So you all, who knows what that means? She just threw up 2. Okay, she just threw up 2. And what that is our power of 2 training. And so most of you all that have been here at Tava, if you're brand spanking new to Tava, we have a chart in the back office, not in the back office, but on Tava University, that's called Power of 2. And if what it does, it really breaks down the numbers by weeks. You know, if you got started here in Tava today, it's a roadmap. You know, it's a roadmap, and numbers don't lie. But you know, this is really based on 80 points. Even though I talked about being on 120, this chart is based on 80 points. And where do the points come from, Kevin? Here at Tava, we have every single product has what's called a point value associated to it. Like our 30 count bag of Bacia tea is worth 40 points. Most of our single individual products are worth 40 points. But in order to be active here at Tava, you must do 40 points. But see, that's the bare minimum to only get a check. Okay. So we have people here that are really on 120 points, which is all 3 products. Okay. 3 of the products, or 3 or 4 to show, you know, I always get that messed up. Put up 3 or 4. It's 3. Okay. It's 3 products. They're at 120, but this chart is based on 80. So what this is really showing, once you get started here at Tava, you want to become what's called binary qualified. And what does binary qualified mean? That's where you personally come into Tava. Okay. Whether you come in with a, you know, I always like the $300, $500, and $1,200 packs. You come in with one of those packages and you get binary qualified right away. Well, what does that mean? One person goes to your left, one person goes to your right. Now, when you become binary qualified, you do that immediately. You don't want to do that within a 30-day span. You really want to do that in the first 24 hours. The first 24 hours of business, you want to become binary qualified. That's where you yourself enroll, but you want to make sure the person that you put to your left and right is somebody who's really going to go to work, not mama or daddy. Okay, that's not who you want to put in those positions. You want to put people in those positions because that is prime real estate. So put one to your left and one to your right. Now, this chart is really based on 2 getting 2 getting 2. So in week 1, okay, you're going to have that one person to your left and one person to your right. Now, you're going to be getting paid 10%. Okay, that's for week 1. That's a whopping $8. Now, this is in a perfect world. I know many of you all launch your businesses where you do launch calls, but this is the perfect world right here. If you just follow this chart, I'm going to show you how the average person, when they come into network marketing, they really want to make a few $100s or a couple $1,000s. So if you follow this chart closely, it makes so much sense. So when you look down at week 2, you're going to have 3 people on your left and 3 people on your right. Your business begins to duplicate. So whopping $24 because it pays out 10% and what's called our binary here. All right. Then on week 3, okay, you have 6 people on the left, 6 people on the right. That's 480 points. Okay. And 480 on the right side as well. But what happens, remember, this is really based on the 80 point. Now, I'll share it with you all that you want to do 120, and we will have a chart where it'll be 120. But right now, this is based on 80. So that 10% payout is $48. But let me just skip to week 6 without going through the entire chart. On week 6, okay, if this is built perfectly, if you help 2 people get 2, it's not always about you just getting your 2. You have to reach down and help those people get 2 people as well. How do you do that? By setting up in-home presentations, by doing Zoom calls, by inviting your new prospects, showing them how to go over the baseball diamond, which we'll touch on here shortly. Here's how you get to the numbers. So on week 6, you're going to reach down. You're going to have 48 people. Because think about this. If I were to bring 2 people to the table right now that I hadn't talked to in 6 months, a year or so, you know, do you think they know 2 people? Their 2 people know 2 people. So it's all about the duplication. So when you look up in week 6, you have 48 people on the left, 48 people on the right. That status right there is really a director status. Okay. Now, again, this is based on 80. We have people that hit director with less amount of people. This is just a perfect world, but you get a 10% payout. That's $384 is being paid out in the binary. All right. In the binary. So Lachelle, we can go to the next slide if you're there. Okay. So on that week 6 at director, that is $384. $384. But here's also what happens when you achieve the rank of director in our compensation plan. You start getting paid a check match. A check match. You get a 50% check match off of your personals. Off of your personals, you get a 50% check match when you hit the status of director. So there's many other ways to get paid in our compensation plan, but this right here is just really showing the power of 2 in the first 6 weeks. So let's go to the next slide, Lachelle. All right. So as you can see in week 7, it gets pretty serious. It gets pretty serious because you want everybody on all of our products. That's 3 of our products. People are consuming the products every single month. That's why it's important when people come into Tava, you put them on Smart Ship right away. Okay. You don't want to ask them, well, do you want to be on Smart Ship? No, you put them right on Smart Ship, and you have to explain why they need to be on Smart Ship. Now, is everybody going to use the Detox Tea daily? No, but everybody's going to take the Valet 30, and everybody's going to take the Flare. Everybody's going to drink the coffee every single day. Those are products that people use every single day. And now we have the Valet 30 samples. You should at least have anywhere from 5 to 10 of these or more every single month, so you can sample to people when you're out, and also for personal consumption. So you can make up more than 120 points, which we talk about being a wealth builder. But look what happens in week 7. At week 7, you accumulated 96 people on the left, 96 on the right, and that's a 10% payout. Now, again, this is really based on you coming in with one of the lesser packs as well. If you come in with that $1,200 pack, you'll be getting paid 20%. So again, this is just basic. Now that's $768 in week 7, but look what happens in week 8. Week 8, you have 192 people on each side. You're an executive director. If you're following the system and the trainings that we've been doing, you're already that quick in week 8. I don't know about you guys, $1,800 in commissions, $1,800 in commissions. See, what people do, they look at it when they first start a business, say, well, in that previous slide, $8, $24, it's not a lot of money. See what happens, it starts to, accumulate because the people that you bring in, keep in mind, they know other people. That's why you have to dig deep in their business. We always talk about working, 12 levels deep, 5 levels deep in people's business. That's what you should be doing. You should be helping other people reach their goals, finding out, what is it that they want? Because in week 9, look, executive director, right now there's 384 people on opposite sides. You're an executive too. You're getting 15% payout, $4,600 a month. I don't know about you all, could you use an additional $4,600 a month? But let's just go down to week 11. In week 11, 1,500 people on opposite sides. 1,500 people. You're a double diamond, 20% payout, $24,000. And then, of course, we know at week 12, here's where the magic happens. You're at $49,000 a month in residual income, where people are just shopping. Distributors are shopping, customers are shopping. So, I say all the time, if somebody say they don't want to, be a distributor, put them on a 120 Smart Ship. Put them on a 120 Smart Ship. Allow them to be a customer, because these points add up. The points add up. And again, going down from week 1 all the way to week 12, this is the perfect scenario. Now, has anybody done it this perfect? No. We have people that have been 30-day diamonds, Jeff and Janella Simpson, 30-day diamonds, Nina, Paul Moore, 20-day diamonds. And then we have several other diamonds who've done it in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Okay. But they have other formulas on how to do it. But we're just giving you the power of 2. All it takes is 2 people to get your business started. Well, what are you saying, Kevin? I should just enroll 2 people right away? Yes, but you also need to have a contact list more than 2 people. You need to have a contact list more than 2 people. All right. So what I want to do, that's our power of 2. I want to show you all how, after the power of 2, the baseball diamond, how do you get people to move to action right away? How do you get people to move to action right away? The people that are actually out here doing it, I was, if you missed the training, Tracy Walker came on, I believe on Wednesday on Wealth Building. Yeah, Wealth Building Wednesday. Of course it was Wednesday. She came on Wednesday, and, she did a powerful training on, what she's been doing to actually increase her sales. What she's been doing is no magic. It's nothing magical that she's been doing. There's nothing new that she's been doing. She just really got back to the basics, and the basics are building your business here in network marketing. I was going to say Tava, but yes, Tava as well. but it's all about the basics. Okay. So I want to go over the basics with you also. If you're brand new, make sure you're taking notes. Yeah, you can go back and watch it, but it's nothing like a great note taker. So I want to make sure that you all are capturing what I'm about to discuss, and it's the baseball diamond. So the first thing that you want to do once you get started here with Tava, you want to create your contact list. It is so important that you create a contact list. You know, have you ever gone in a store and, you know, right at COVID, what was everybody out of? Paper towels and toilet paper. Everybody's out of paper towels and toilet paper. They were out of inventory. Okay. They were out of inventory. All right. So you're out, you have no inventory if you don't have a contact list. Who's on your contact list? Is people. Where do people come from? The people come from people that you've been doing business with your entire life. The people come from people that are your neighbors, people that are in your family, people that are around you every single day. That is your contact list. Now, why is it so important to write your contact list on paper? It is so important to write your contact list on paper in a calendar, and I'll tell you why it's so important to make that list. I'll give you 50 people. Normally I would say 100 people, but it is so important to have that contact list written out once you get started in business. When somebody tells me, you know what, Kevin, I don't know anybody. Well, you've been around the wrong people. Everybody knows somebody, right, Lachelle? Everybody knows somebody. And here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to overthink it. You don't want to assume that nobody needs this. I always say you never know what's going on in somebody's home. Never assume. See, social media is a trick. It's a trick. Everybody lives this grand life on social media like they have it going on. They don't. Most people are dying inside. Most people are looking for an opportunity. Most people are looking for you to come save them. Okay. Most people are looking for you to come save them. Put their name on the list. If you think that person don't need great products, if you think that person don't need any money, I'll sit with someone, they'll say, well, I'm going to do 2 lists. I'm going to do a list with somebody who wants to make some money. I'm going to do a list with people who want the product. Well, first of all, you don't know. You don't know. Okay. You may misjudge me. I may want the product and the money. Put everybody's name on the contact list. It is so important to put everybody's name on the contact list. Now, as you're going through your contact list and you begin to pique interest, I'm going to show you how to come back and follow up when people say no. Because no means not right now. That's all it means. But here's what I'm going to say to that. You have to understand people's life change every 30, 60, 90 days. Life happens where they may need some additional product, or they may, want some better and healthier products because life happened to them after you spoke with them about these amazing products. Okay. So let's talk about after the contact list. What do? You pique interest. Okay. And what do? You pick up the phone. You can inbox. You can, I heard Tracy said the other day, but that's a form of piquing interest. But once you pique that interest in somebody's inbox, okay, you have to pick up the phone. Okay. Then you say, hey, it's the felt, found method. Felt, found method. Okay. I think I found something to make some extra money. Okay. And you can do it from home. Okay. You can do it from home. Okay. Tracy said the other day, you heard her say, hey, I found a way, for single moms to make some additional money every single day. Would you be open to hearing more? That's piquing interest. Okay. There's many ways you can pique interest. She didn't go into a lot of detail. Never go into a lot of detail. Just ask the question. Would you be interested in hearing more information? Yes, you've already piqued the interest. When you pique the interest, now it's time to set up the call. What do you do to set up the call? What do you do? There's many ways, but one of my favorite all-time ways is for you, yourself, to know the information. And if you don't know the information, what's the information? The information is the opportunity presentation. Here's where the skill set comes in. Everybody on here has skills. Lakeisha Thomas, you got skills, girl. Lula White, you got skills. Miss Vanessa, you got skills. So here's where it comes in at. Once you pique the interest of the person, and you move them to action, you set the time. You set the time. You don't give them the information all at once. You don't give them the information when you say, I found a way for you to make some additional money. Would you be open? Stop right there. See what happens. Many of you all will try to give them all the information right then and there. No, set the appointment. Set the appointment and time. Set the appointment and time. You just say, you know what? I'll tell you what, Angela. Hey, Angela Mitchell, how are you? Hey, Angela, what time works for you? I have 5 and 7 available to go through the information. Pick the time that works for you. Kevin, I can do 7. Okay, great. So at 7 p.m., what's going to happen? At 7 p.m., you could actually call back at 5 till and say, hey, make sure that your prospect is still ready. Always do that. I give them a countdown. Hey, we got a call in 5 minutes. Are you still going to be available? Angela's going to say yes. Well, make sure you're sitting in front of your computer. All right. So what you do when you speak to her at 7, I'm going to say, listen, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and have you to watch a 11-minute overview. Watch the 11-minute overview. Right when you finish viewing it, I want you to call me right back. Call me right back. She's going to watch the 11-minute overview. I am going to be patiently waiting. But while I'm waiting, I am going to text Lachelle and say, Lachelle, I have someone watching the opportunity presentation. Would you be available for a 3-way call? Lachelle's going to say yes. Okay. While that person's watching the video right now, see, I've already moved them to action. I've already moved them to action. I'm on first base. Okay. They're watching the video. Okay. Right when they finish watching the video, Lachelle's going to be available. Now, keep in mind, Lachelle is the expert. Lachelle is the expert. I am not the expert. I've already called Lachelle. Lachelle is the expert. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that I'm not over talking Lachelle. I'm going to edify Lachelle. What's edifying? Okay. You have to learn how to edify and be quiet. This is an etiquette in network marketing. You have to edify the person that you're about to bring up to speak. Okay. Y'all heard me last week. I didn't edify Mr. Lloyd properly. Okay. Because I was just so excited to have him on the call that night. But you have to edify. You have to edify. So how do you edify? I'm going to say, hey, Lachelle, this is the young lady I was telling you all about. When I tell you she's a superstar mom, and she works extremely hard. And I've just seen her over the years just really be very successful in everything that she does and everything she touches. So I'm so excited, to have her here on the phone today. And but also this is Lachelle Pierre. She's our director of operations. And when I tell you Lachelle is here, for the people, she's all for Tava. And so she does some amazing things here day in and day out. And she really cares for the people here at Tava. And she works her butt off 24 hours a day. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to mute out the phone and I'm going to let you guys get your questions answered so we can go ahead and get you started. Now, I'll assume the close right there. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys talk so we can get your questions answered so we can go ahead and get you started. I'll assume the close right at the beginning. Because I already put in her mind, after she get her questions answered, we're closing. We're going on one of the product packs. So Lachelle comes on the phone. Lachelle say, hey, you know what? Tedrick, is so great meeting you. Kevin has told me so many amazing things about you. But do me a favor. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more about you. Okay. Why does she do that? Because even though I said some amazing things, what Lachelle is doing, she is trying to pull more information out so she can identify with Tedrick. Tedrick may say something like, well, you know what? I'm married with kids and, I like this, I like that, I like to shop. And Lachelle the entire while is saying, you know what? Me too. Okay. Me too. Those are things. But one thing I know that they have in common, they both have kids. They may begin to talk about their kids. And what you're doing, what Lachelle is doing, she's tearing down that barrier, that wall where they can identify with each other so they can have some type of commonality. The reason why you don't want to come on the call to just jump right into it. Well, look, we do this. We're this company. We have this. That's too much information. Lachelle would be giving too much information at the gate. Okay. You have to soften the person up that's on the other end. They don't know who Lachelle is, even though I told them, but Lachelle has to do a great job at massaging the person on the other end so we can go ahead and close. So once she massages her, she's going to say, you know what? That's great. You know, my kid's this, blah, 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 my kid's that. And they laugh, they talk a little bit, but then she has to really quickly know how to get over to the business. And how do you do that? You say, hey, that's great, but let's go ahead and, discuss why we're on here today. But you told me all about yourself, man. That is wonderful. But what did you like most about what you saw in the video? What did you like? She's going to say, well, you know what? I like the product. I like that Valet 30. I heard them talking about, how it help grows your hairs and your nails. And Lachelle say, well, me too. Well, do you have any questions about it? And Lachelle may say something, about her hair, her nails or something, but she don't stay on it long. She just say, me too. Me too. She said, well, look, I like the money. Well, me too. Well, what is it you like about the money? Well, could you tell me a little bit about the part where it talked about the fast start bonuses? I didn't quite get that. Could you tell me, a little bit about the packages? Okay. Now, once she says that, she can really go into the close right there. Okay. If she says, tell me a little bit about the packages. Well, this is where you say, where you don't go through every pack. Well, what pack were you really looking at? I was looking at that $500 pack, but I noticed that it said something, Lachelle, about 20% payout. Kind of walk me through that. What does that mean? Oh, okay, great. I'm glad you asked. Well, that $1,200 package, that package gives you 20% payout in our what's called our binary. Remember, in the binary, that's where you have two people that you first get started here at Tava. Would you prefer 20% payout or 10%? She's going to say, girl, of course I want the 20%. Well, that's really the pack that you should go ahead and get started with. Okay. Well, she's going to say, well, the $1,200 pack, well, I think I can do that. Well, what if she said, I don't want to do that? Well, you have 30 days to actually upgrade to the $1,200 pack. What are you most comfortable with getting started with today? What are you most comfortable getting started with today? All right. I'm going to work this a few different ways. I'm going to work it the getting started way. Then I'm going to work it the getting rejected way for some of you all. Okay. I get rejected too. We all get rejected. Okay. But let's start it out with the way to get started. So the way to get started, she's going to say, well, look, let's go ahead and get you started with the $500 pack. That is the pack that you're most comfortable getting started with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and, let Kevin, this is Lachelle talking now. I'm gonna go ahead and let Kevin collect all your information. Once he does, let's make sure we get back on so we can move you to action quickly to show you how to get started. Okay, how to get started. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna exit the line, and Kevin's gonna go ahead and collect all your information so he can get you started. Michelle hangs up the phone. I say, well, look, I'm gonna call you right back and get you started. So once I call right back, I collect all the information. I never send anyone a link. Never send someone a link and tell them to go ahead and sign up. Let me tell you why. It's a few different reasons. If you send someone a link, they're not going to do it they're going to do it on their time. They're not going to do it on their time. On your time. The reason why, because it's not urgent for them. It's not urgent for them. You have to think like a business person. How do you think like a business person? Even though all y'all on here are business people, think business. I just took probably 30 minutes out of my day to bring that person to the line. I set the appointment days before or the day of. I had them to watch an 11-minute video. I did a 3-way call that probably took 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So that's busy time out of your day. So you want to pay yourself, right? So in order to pay yourself, make sure that you put the person in right away so your prospect can go ahead and collect the fast start bonus. The fast start bonus to me is my time. Okay. When you travel, the fast start bonus should be your time. It should be your time. If you're traveling, Sean Tyrone Bell, and you're doing an opportunity meeting, you better come back with some applications. How do you do that? Fast start bonus. That's your time. That is your time. Okay, so get the person started. So what if the person says, you know what, I'm not interested? Okay, I said I was going to go over a rejection way. If they say I'm not interested, you say, you know what, that's great. I totally understand it, but do you mind if I follow back up with you in 30 to 60 days? The person's going to say sure, because you let them off the hook. Now, here's where you get real savvy. Lula, here's where you get really savvy. Prashant, here's where you get really savvy. Everybody should have a small planner just like this. It's a calendar. It's a calendar full of notes, full of everything, okay? But in here is a calendar. And if that person tells me, give me permission to follow back up with them in 30, 60 days, I'm writing it down. Hey, Tammy Durden, on day 30, I'm calling Tammy saying, hey, Tammy, I'm just checking in. You told me that I have permission to follow back up with you in 30 days. I just checking in. How are you doing? You know, have you found some other healthy products? And she's going to say, no. Okay. And then she just say, well, look, have you been making any additional money? But let me kind of bring you up to speed where I'm at. You know, I've been taking these products, and girl, when I tell you, my nails and my hair, on the same script, but you can say what you want to say. My nails and my hair, they've been growing. And she might say, well, you know what? I need to try some of those products. Okay. And what if she says she's still not ready? And then if she says, I'm still not ready, you just ask the question, do you mind if I follow back up with you in a few more months? Every single month or every single 60 to 90 days, you should have some type of report that's better than the last report. You should have some type of report that's better than the last report. Now, that report should be two things. It should be a good product testimonial from you using the product, or it could be a great income testimonial. It could be a great income testimonial. Hey, you know, just want you to know, you know, I've been with this company for 3 months right now, and I've been able to save some money to put my kids through private school. It has to be something, because people are watching. They want to see how successful you're going to be. They want to see how successful you're going to be. So it is so important that you have this calendar and you're continuously adding names to it. Let's go back to the baseball diamond. Let's go back to the baseball diamond really quick. Now, on the baseball diamond, once that person gets started, it is so important. Once that person gets started, Jackie Jones just got started today. Let's just say we took Jackie Jones through this entire process of the baseball diamond. Here's the thing. She got started. Now you want to show her, Jackie, how to make a contact list. How do you do that? You don't just tell her, like, girl, write down a bunch of names of people you think that will be interested. No, I just did an entire training for you guys. Hey, Jackie, what I want you to do right now, we just got you started here today. Do this, because you say you wanted to make, you know, a couple $100 a week. But here's how we're going to do it. The first step that you need to do, sit down in quiet time. In quiet time, you have to give direction. You have to give direction. Sit down in your quiet time today and write out a contact list. And here's who you need to be putting on this contact list. This is the same thing that I just shared with you guys. Hey, put any and everybody that you can possibly think of. Do not prejudge anyone, Jackie. You know, I want you to put on that list people that you've done business with, people that you're currently doing business with. Yes, you can say, you know, people that you think that want to make some money, but again, you really don't know. You really don't know. So you can't put people in a box. You can't put people in a different category because you don't know. All right. So, so what I want you to do, Jackie, put that person's name down, put those names down. And what we're going to do tomorrow, I'm going to call you and we're going to go through that contact list. All right. And I'm going to call her the next day. Okay. Many of you all that have worked with me, you know that I will call you and I'll say, okay, is the list complete? Well, let's go through a few people and let's tell me a little bit about Auntie Rose. Tell me a little bit about Auntie Rose. Well, listen, I heard Rose the other day at the hair salon, and Rose was telling me that she wanted to, you know, shed some weight. Okay, that's good information. Well, here's what you need to say to Rose when you call her. When you call Rose, I want you to not just really talk about the product. Just say, hey, Rose, have you found a way? You know, I heard you talking the other day, overheard you talking about that you wanted to look for some products that will help you with your weight loss goals. Have you found those products? She's going to say, no, I'm still looking. That's your opportunity. That's your opportunity right then and there. And then to invite her to the information. What's the information? Baseball diamond starts all over again because you've already piqued interest. Now, Rose is a good candidate because for all of y'all who don't know Rose Walker, Rose has lost well over 100 pounds with these amazing products. Rose was a good candidate. She was a good candidate. Okay. She was a good candidate when she started here at Tava. Okay. So Clavon Browning brought Rose in, I believe. Okay. So I think he did. Is that correct? Put yes or no. But she's here. My point is, she was a great candidate. All right. So you have to introduce people to these amazing products. You have to know what to say, but you also have to give people what to do. You have to show them what to do. You don't just tell them to go make a contact list. You have to give them the why. You have to give them the reason. See, many people will say, well, look, this person didn't do this. I can't give them because you didn't give any clear direction. It has to be clear direction on what to do. You can't just tell me, to go build a house and don't give me the tools to go build it. There's certain things that come along with that. So you have to give me the directions. You have to give me the directions on how to put it together. So the baseball diamond really shows you how to run your business daily, how to operate your business daily. Now, the contact list, I'll always talk about the contact list. I stay on the contact list because you have to continuously add to your contact list. See, the contact list, it should always be on you. The reason why, you may be riding down the road and have a memory jogger. Oh, Latifah. I forgot about Latifah. I thought about Latifah today. I saw her doing a Facebook Live, and she was talking about, eating properly and possibly becoming a vegan. I better call her. Okay. Put her name on the contact list. You should always be adding names to your contact list. Your contact list should always be with you. Let me say it again. Your contact list should always be with you. Okay. So the contact list is your inventory. If you run out of inventory, you are out of business. You don't have to go for the networker. You don't have to go for the networker. Think about it. If you're on this line right now, yes, we're all networking, right? But does that mean we're a networker? No, you're networking. Okay. You have to put yourself in position to be around people. How do you do that? Okay. How do you get around people? There's several events I know that happens here in Atlanta. There's several events that happens in your prospective cities. Get out, get around people, continue to add to your contact list. The conversation always comes up. What do you do for a living? Okay. That's where you, once again, have to become savvy and say, you know what? I work with a health and wellness company. Okay. And say no more. Okay. Continue to have a good time in it, but we can get together later on and we can talk a little bit more about it. One day next week, we'll go ahead and set the time and place. That's it. Okay. You have to always pique interest when you're out. Get around people and make sure it happens. Okay. So with that being said, that's our baseball diamond training. Also tomorrow, Lachelle, what do we have tomorrow? I believe Lachelle Pierre and the corporate staff will be on doing back office training. Yes or no, Lachelle? Nope, not tomorrow. Is there anything tomorrow? The master class is tomorrow. The master class is tomorrow. You do not want to miss the master class by our CEO and founder, Mr. Kenny Lloyd. If I were you guys, I would get people on this masterclass training. It is a wealth of knowledge for somebody who's been in the industry of network marketing. I don't know about you guys. For somebody who he and his wife have created well over 15 millionaires, documented millionaires in the industry of network marketing. If I were you all, I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't. Every time I hear the story, every time I hear the training, if I were you guys, I would get on this masterclass. Okay. I would get on here. I would invite people to the masterclass. I'm going to leave you guys with another tip. Don't just invite your teams. Let me show you another form of how to show people that you care. When you start sending out information, you start, Jack, hey, Jack, how you doing? If you send this banner out and say, hey, our company tomorrow is having a masterclass. I thought about you because you've had a tough week. You should come on here and listen tomorrow. Would you be my guest and just come on here and listen tomorrow and allow this gentleman to pour in you? And it's not about Tava. He's just going to, share some life experiences on here tomorrow. If you get on here tomorrow, I can almost guarantee you it's going to change some way and some things that you've been thinking Okay, it's going to change your way of thinking. All right. So come on here tomorrow. I know you've had a tough week, but guess what? That opens the door. It opens the door. Is that right, Lachelle? It opens the door because it shows people that you really care about them. How do I know? I do it all the time. I've been sending out Sezzle. I've been sending out Sezzle to different people, and I gave you all this tip this week, and they said, well, what is Sezzle? Well, I say, well, call me. I'll tell you a little bit about what Sezzle. Oh, man, that's great. I've never heard of Sezzle. Your company's doing this? Yeah, they're doing it. That's a way of piquing interest. Get outside of the people that are in your current Tava business. That's another way that you can recruit. But tomorrow, the master class. Tomorrow, it is the 6th of November. Also, we have, again, our promotion. I cannot say enough about the November promotion. If you all are not getting after this, what's that? The money, Lachelle, this money, okay? This money, as Lachelle would say, hey, that promotion will set you up for December and January and February. I know Tracy Walker. Tracy, you on here, girl? How many personals you have right now? Okay, put it in the chat. All right, it's our double quick start bonus. Promotion going on, and people are hitting it. People are taking this very serious because their businesses are starting to grow. Not only are they getting people in for the complete pack, they're getting them binary qualified. They're getting their 2 people. Now, also big shout out, even though we have people, Lachelle was on me yesterday. She wouldn't let me be great at the Braves parade. She kept texting me question after question after question after question yesterday. She didn't want me to celebrate that victory. Okay. But listen, congratulations to everyone who's gotten, $300, $500, $1,200 packs. We see you too. Okay. So I know the questions have been posed. Can we get in those banners? No, because this was just the complete pack promotion. So we see you. We're going to recognize you as well too. So big congratulations to everybody who's putting in those $1,200 packages, $500 and $300 packs as well, and bringing on customers too, because we love our customers here at Tava. Okay. But that $200 complete pack promotion, it will end here at the end of November. So make sure that you are out doing your opportunity presentations all weekend long. Okay. So how many people in the chat saying they got 3 or more? Somebody in the chat tell me if they're going to get their 3rd person today. You're going to get your 3rd person today. Let's put out the challenge today. And I want you to text me or inbox me and let me know if you're going to get your 3rd person today. If you're brand new, if you get your 1st person today, inbox me. Okay. Inbox me. Let me know that you got your 1st, 2nd, or 3rd person because we want to hear from you. So everybody who's serious about this challenge, put it in the chat only if you're serious, because I'm going to reach out to you and we want to help you make sure that you get in the newsletter. Who's that? Dory? I got 1, 2 down today. Dory, I will call. Okay. I will call you. Okay. I don't know if you want this, Dory. We already had that conversation. All right. All right. Jack, what about you, Dolores? Maria Bradfield, today will be 3 for me. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. Serious about it. All right. So listen, let's hold each other accountable. It's nothing like holding one another accountable. I know I have to be held accountable. Lachelle always holds me accountable. It hurts when you get accountability partners that really care about your well-being, that's going to really tell you what you need to do, not what you want to hear, what you need to do, All right. So listen, guys, love you guys. And Joseph, I put 2 in yesterday. Let me finish this real quick. Joe, you need to finish in the next 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. You're my next phone call. All right. So, but listen, man, look, Trey, man, everybody's like, I keep trying to end it. Serious, super excited getting my 3. All right, Trey, we're going to call you Trey. Got 2 in the pipeline. Now, Jennifer, take them out of the pipeline, put them in that system. All right. But you got 2 in the pipeline. Bases are loaded. The bases are loaded. Who's got their bases loaded? When I have a question, I'm always told to call corporate. What's your question? All right. What's your question? Let's make sure we take care of Shannon Marie Lachelle. All right. So listen, we appreciate you guys. We do. And but again, tomorrow, come in prepare for the masterclass, and invite others. All right. And also Monday's training. You know what? I don't even have to go through it anymore. I wish we had it up here. Go back and look at the newsletter. It has everything lined out, what we're doing corporately. If you go and look at the newsletter, we have Monday, Wednesday agenda, which is the opportunity call. The opportunity call is every Monday and Wednesday with myself, Mr. Lloyd, Lachelle, and man, it was the first week. All the enrollments are coming in. It's working. The guests are getting on. We see people signing up daily. We've increased our enrollments here at Tava because everybody's been bringing their guests on there. So continue to bring your guest as well. Then on Saturday's training, then Wealth Building Wednesday. Everybody wants to be a wealth builder. Thank you to the ladies at the corporate office. They have been extremely busy taking the calls, getting everybody on the wealth building program. So Lachelle, Pierre, take us out. Love you guys. Happy Saturday. Talk to you soon. Uh-oh. She's not ready. She's looking for the song. She's backstage looking for. You also see Lachelle's face. I should bring her back on the screen, okay? But nope, she's not gonna let me bring her back on. But look, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. And happy Saturday to each and every one of you all. Go out and be great. Go out and share the information with people today. Share the gift of Tava. You know, somebody's waiting on you. Somebody's waiting on you right now to approach them about this amazing opportunity. Don't let your day be wasted. Don't let your time be wasted. I promise you, if you go out, it will change their life.
Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You got a Tava lifestyle, give life. It go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hey to pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.